Hi, I'm Rob Van Rappers with MBANow. We are so happy to have Ken Bartz with Monster Lead Group here today to talk about his outlook for the mortgage market and his company. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Talk a little bit about your background, how you kind of got into mortgage.
So in 1993, I started as a loan officer. I decided in 97 that I wanted to strike out on my own. And in those days, there really weren't the distributor branch models that there are today. So I actually went the hard route and got a broker, got my broker's license, built out a company, eventually built that up to about $1 billion a year in production. I was able to exit that in 2003.
So what issues do you think you're looking to solve for lenders?
So a couple things. Scalability. Consistency in marketing is the first step in having a scalable business. So if you can count on what you're going to get from a marketing perspective, then mathematically you can scale your business. If your marketing is kind of up and down, it's much more difficult to create scale in a business. So we're looking to do that. We're looking to add the tech and intelligence that companies need that they generally can't afford on their own. They need kind of not to say it's a communal organization, but to say that, because of Monster under our umbrella, we can provide a lot of things that a company really needs, best practices that they're just not going to do or get on their own.
In regards to direct marketing, is it dying in financial services?
I think actually just the opposite. I think what's old is new and what's new is old. I think that direct mail is actually, there's some stats that the DMA put out that actually millennials, who you would think is kind of flies in the face of this, is they actually respond to direct mail. So I say that there's the tried and true, the people that have always kind of responded to direct mail, and the fact that this younger generation is now looking to direct mail as a response mechanism would lead me to believe that it's absolutely not. And then the response rates that we see across the board would say no.
Yeah, and I think sometimes we think direct mail and technology are sort of mutually exclusive, but that's not necessarily what you think, is it?
No, I think actually they're really, they should be properly integrated. So if, what we do here is we kind of blend the two together. So it starts with data. You need technology to be built around data to really understand and analyze the data. Then you need to create the mechanisms to make direct mail closer to digital. And some of those things are, when we think about direct mail, people see a flat piece of paper with some writing on it. And the truth of the matter is those things really are fields, and those fields are data and can be analyzed like anything else. And so the metadata behind a direct mail piece can actually make a direct mail piece more like digital than most people would believe.
So how do you see the mortgage industry, and I guess more specifically MLO's role in the future changing?
Wow, that's a big one. So this might be a little bit controversial, but I see mortgage loan officers really becoming exception engineers. Most of what the mortgage loan officers do today can be replaced with technology. As a matter of fact, right now you could probably sew together 2 or 3 pieces of technology that would do just as good a job, just as competently, if not better, would work 24/7 and do it more efficiently or cheaper. The issue is that there's so many exceptions. The mortgage is a very complex product, mm-hmm. And so there's a lot of exceptions that come off of those. So I think that in the future, mortgage loan officers will be more like, I don't want to say like travel agents, but at one time travel agents were necessary for everything, and now, you can do most of what you need travel-wise without ever touching a travel agent, except when you need something that's very special.
Yeah, fascinating insight. You guys have had so much success. Thanks so much for stopping by and talking about your perspective in Monster Lead Group.
Great, thank you.